Hello everyone, it's Maria here from pebblerose.blogspot.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Sydney, Australia. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank those that have subscribed recently. I really appreciate your support, and for those that have already subscribed, I can't thank you all enough for your support and your lovely comments with my videos. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, just feel free to leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Today I'm going to feature the beautiful cookie cutter Christmas bundle, which comes with the stamp set, the cookie cutter Christmas stamp set and the matching punch. You can buy them together at a discount of 10% as a bundle, or you can buy them each separately. And it's featured in our beautiful holiday catalogue on page 6. Which is just over here. Isn't it just gorgeous? And also this punch coordinates with a Halloween set, and it's called, let me bring that up, and it's called Cookie Cutter Halloween, and that's on page 53. So you can buy them both if you like. I haven't bought both as yet, but this is super cute as well, so you could buy both sets. But that does not bundle with the punch. They just are separate. But you can get the cookie cutter Christmas stamp set and the punch together as a bundle. Okay. So today what I'm going to feature is a card called a pop-up card, or a twist pop-up card. There's quite a few versions of this online, and I adapted from a couple of YouTubers. Using Australian measurements, and the panel on the inside is pretty stock across all of the videos, so I'm not going to reference each and every one of them. I will reference the one that I actually got it from, and then I think she referenced it from other people as well. So it's, yeah. So anyway, this is my version. So what we'll be doing is I will feature some real red cardstock and the Candy Cane Lane Christmas designer series paper. So what we will need is a card base. Now this is an A6 card base, and it's in Imperial. It's 11 and 11/16 by 4 1/8, and you score at 5 and 14/16. I know these are unusual measurements in Imperial, and in metric it's 29.7 centimeters long, 10.5 centimeters wide, and scored at 14.8. So that's the exact measurements for both. So I'll leave those up there just for a second for you to have a look at, and that's the base. So put that to one side. You will need 2 panels on the inside. There's what they call out a pop-up or a pop-out piece, and that needs to be 3.5 inches by 10 inches long. And this is for the mechanism, and this is to be 3.5 inches by 8 inches. So I'll be working with inches on these pop-up pieces because it's just easier. You'll need 3 pieces of DSP at 5 and 10/16 long by 4 and 14/16 wide. Okay, so that's just to fit the A6 equivalent, and I'm sure you can change these measurements for your own card base, whatever it may be. But I find that the mechanism and the pop-out piece go with both of the standard US card base. I think it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. That works with that as well, so you can use those measurements for that base, and it also works for our A6, so they kind of complement each other, which is great. Then you will need 4 pieces of DSP again at 3 1/4 by 2 1/4 inches long. And what I have done is I've cut little elements out of our designer series paper. So I've just cut out little elements like this, and so they will be featured as well in the card. Okay, so we'll get started with the construction of the card. So I'll spend a little bit more time with that because it is a little bit more involved. Okay, so what I'll do now is just take out all these bits and pieces here. And that bit. Okay, with the card base, I've already cut and scored. So all I'm going to do now is just burnish the score line with my bone folder. Your bone folder today will be your best friend. And also you will need your scoring tool. Simply Scored scoring tool. Let's just line that up. Okay, So that's perfect card base. We'll leave that to the side for a moment. With the pop-out piece, you'll need to grab your scoreboard and you'll need to score it in 4 places. So where you need to score is at 2.5 inches, 5 inches, and then at 7.5 inches. Okay. And how to fold this is you will need to do like mountain and valley folds. So with the first fold, it is valley. So valley means it goes inwards. So give that a good score. Then you do a mountain fold, which means it goes over the top like a mountain. So it looks like that. So give that a good burnish. And then with the last one, it's a valley fold. So you just go like that. And that's a valley fold. So you do that. Okay, so then you will end up with this looking like a W, all right? Now, I've made another one out of scrap cardstock of what it would look like, and basically it's like this, and then it pops out, okay? See that? Look at that. So look at that inside, and then it pops out. So that's what we're making, okay? So this is what it will look like in the end, okay? So we've done now the mechanism, the pop-out bit. Now we're going to do the mechanism part. And basically, what you need to do is you pop your mechanism piece down here. And you will need to score this, but just, not score, but just a tiny little, like a tick mark. And you will need to score that at 1 1/4. So you just do a tiny little score there. And then the other one is at 5 3/4. So you do a little tick mark. Turn it around 180 or 360. And then again, you go 2 1/4, and then at 5 3/4 inches. Okay. What you need to do next is do it lengthwise, put it lengthwise, and score at 1 3/4 inches all the way down. So this will score it right down the middle. Okay. Okay, and that's it with the scoring tool, but leave your stylus to make it available. All right. What you'll need to do is you'll need to line up these 2 little tick marks. See that? So that's one side there and there. So you need to line up the 2 tick marks with the ruler. So go from one side to the other there on the points, and you just score. Make sure it's lined up. So it's going to be scored like a diagonal, okay? Okay, that's one. And then we'll do it again on here. So you get the, I'll just show you here closer. I've got a bit of a cold, guys. So, okay, so you line up that tick mark with that tick mark. I'm not sure if that comes up on the video, and that tick mark there. So you line them up together. So it'll just leave you like a cross in the middle. Okay. This is the easiest method I've seen, and the one that I could follow the most. So, okay, so now you can see that there's like the one in the middle, oops, the one in the middle, and the diagonal cut across. Okay, what you need to do now is with one of the diagonal ends, you need to do a mountain fold. See, so it goes like that, and you grab your bone folder and you burnish that score line. So it looks like that, okay? Then you do that on the other score line, the diagonal one. So you do it like this, and again, you burnish the score line on a mountain fold. So it looks like that, okay? Now, with that score line that goes down the length in the middle, you need to do a valley fold, okay? So you fold it in, so it looks like that. And you put that in there. Okay, so then you pop that up, and it will naturally fall to look like a little house. Okay, so I'll do it again. So I think I was out of shot there. So you just fold it up and then it just twists. So you have one end like this and like that, and it looks like a house. So what you do then is just reinforce those that scoring from underneath and turn it over and do that again, and that one there too. And it's not as hard as it looks. It's not hard at all. If you follow these directions slowly, it'll be great. All right, we'll leave that to one side. What we need to do on the inside is just apply the two larger panels that we were going to cut, the ones that are 5, these ones here. This will go on the inside, so I'll just grab my fast fuse and I'll just put them in from now, because it's very important to do this before you put in your mechanism. Tick, always do a tick mark, and then you have, okay, so we'll just square it up here, make sure it's all even on all sides. Make sure there's no adhesive, otherwise it will stick. Okay, and then we'll do the other panel on the inside. Okay, and again we'll just line that up, make sure it's even. And secure that down. Okay, so that's the inside piece of the card. Okay, so it's important to put your panels on the inside if you wish to use panels or DSP. And what you'll need to do with this mechanism part is you need to apply adhesive. So we're going to apply the adhesive only on like the roof of this house. Okay, so you can choose any of the sides. So I'll do this side here and just do that there. So I've just applied adhesive right on those these bits here. I'll just make sure it's more towards the bottom so it sticks down. Okay, and there. Alright. Now what you need to do once you get your card base is where the fold is, so right there, you need to put up the pointy bit towards the middle and up the top of it. So line it up, make sure it's lined up in the middle. And towards that score line in the middle there, and just secure it down. Okay, so it's stuck down like that. Now on this part here, you need to put adhesive on this part again as well. So put that there, there, and there. Okay. And then all you have to do is then just close the lid of the card. Okay, secure it down. And then voila, it opens up. Okay, so it looks like that. All right. Now, with this part here, what we will do is we will start adhering the panels on this first, because when we put this on afterwards, it's a little bit awkward to stick them on. So we'll put this away for now. And what we'll do now is we will add our little panels on the inside. And I love this design of series paper. It's just so cute. So we'll just put adhesive on them. Tick. This is going to be a longer video, guys. I'm very sorry. But it is quite an involved little card, but it is so cute. That's that one. And then like that. Oops. And like that. And then stick that on there. Try and line them up so they look nice and even. There we go. And then the next one. Super sticky. Fast Food is a very nice, strong adhesive. Okay, pop that one, and the last one. Okay. I'm going to pop that one there too. Okay. And just get rid of any adhesives that may have strayed on the sides, because you don't want them to stick together. Once this opens up, you want it to be nice and easy. So just make sure there's no adhesives on the edges of your DSP panels. Okay, so that looks good. All right, what I'll do now is I'm going to start sticking these elements that are cut out from our DSP. So that's one good thing. You can cut out bits and pieces. So I'll show you what I've done. See, I've cut from this sheet. See, you just cut out a couple of houses, and where's that other piece? I've also cut from this DSP as well, so I've just cut out like the Christmas tree and the star. So what I'll do is I'll just stick them down the way I'd like them. So I'll just stick them down with some fast fuse again. And do that house too. Stick that down there, and then I've got this little teeny tiny Christmas tree. So just stick that there, and with the star, I'll stick that there. Oops. Okay. So you've got to do a lot of your assembly as well beforehand. Okay. Now, don't worry, I won't leave that blank. You'll see what I'll do in a minute. So once you've stuck all your panels down, then it's easier for you to stick onto your card base. So you bring back your card base, and you need to add some adhesive. Now you only need to add a little bit of adhesive on the corner here, so about that much there and on this side. Okay, so just say about, I don't know, about an inch into it. So just right on the corner. Okay. Okay, so just like that, and then down here. Okay, you don't need a lot. Okay, so what you need to do now is you'll need to line up the spines here in the middle. So what I do is I line up, because this width is the same as that width. So what I'll do is I will line them up, and these two corner pieces, I want them sticking out. So what I do is I line up this valley part on each end here. So make sure it's kind of flush. Okay, so it will look like, I'll just show you close up. So basically what I do is, okay, that's your panel there. So I want that valley part to line up from here to here, okay? So that's what I'm doing. So I'm lining that up without sticking it down, there to there. And then I stick down one end, but making sure it's flush. So it looks like that on the back. See that? On that corner. And then I'll do the same on this side. And then I'll make sure it's flush, so then it sticks onto the underside. Hang on a second. Yeah. So all I have done, I'll make sure that's flush. I don't want it to, yeah. Okay, stick that down now. See? So it's flush. Okay, so you can see that's flush, and then flush on that side too. So when you close that card, you might have to help it a little bit to begin with. It just sticks down. So let's do it again now. So it opens up and it closes. Isn't that cool? Look at that. Awesome. And down it goes. Okay. What I'll do now is I'll stick the front panel. Just make sure there's no adhesive on the edges. And before I stick that down, I'm going to add some of our beautiful stitched edge real red ribbon that is in our current catalogue. Isn't it beautiful? So I'm just going to add this to the front of the card. I'm just going to measure out how much I want. And I'll just get my scissors and cut that. Do that right there. Okay. So I've just cut out that ribbon, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it down towards the bottom, like that. And you can use a little bit of the fast fuse at the back, right, so keep this down. But I'm going to secure it again with some tape. I love this tape dispenser, it's so cute. Okay, so you do it that there. Oops. And there, that makes sure it's really secure. And I'm just going to stick some fast fuse down the middle, and I'm going to put that to the front of the card. And now that lines up. Isn't that beautiful? So there we go again, pop up and pop down. Alright, now we'll get to some stamping, the fun part. And I'm going to stamp on some scrap Whisper White cardstock, the gorgeous little Gingerbread Man, which is that one here, and we're going to stamp a couple of the bows as well. Alright, so I'll grab my crumb cake ink, and I'm going to stamp this cute little Gingerbread Man 3 times. Okay, so ink him up really well. Okay, and we'll do it 1 time. That didn't stamp very well, did it? Just hold on 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I brought my stamping piece mat because I forgot to bring it. But that's what can happen with a more solid image if you don't bring it. So what I'll do is I'll just stamp it 3 times on this side, and hopefully with this stamping piece mat it will make a difference. Okay. Okay, here we go. And this is in crumb cake ink. Think I need to ink up my ink pad. So here we go. We'll just stamp it here. And I think using the stamping piece mat will make a big difference. Yep, that's that one. It's a bit of a, sometimes I have bubbles in the stamps, and it makes it difficult to get a clear image. Okay, let's try that one now. Let's have a little bit of a gap in between. I'm not overly pleased with the way this is inking up, so I'm going to do it again on this side. Sorry about this, guys, but this is what happens in real life too, where I'll do that again. I think this is going to stamp much better. 1, yep. Ink it up again. Two. And then 3. Oh, make sure it's inked up well. Okay. Yeah, my ink pad is at fault for this. I really need to ink it up. Okay, now I'll just grab my punch, and I'm going to punch out each gingerbread man. So I'll just line it up. Make sure that this closure is fully up, because the last time I had it like this, so it was at a diagonal, and then when I pushed it, it came out. that happens if you do that. So make sure it is fully up and punch. Let's just line that up again. Okay, and punch. And again, it did it again because it moved. Never mind, I'll put it back in a minute. Then we'll do this again. And then we'll do that again, last time. Okay. Now, what I'm going to stamp is the those little bows, that one and that one. And I'll stamp them according to how you would use it with your punch. So, that's that one there. Stamp beautifully. And make sure it's evenly covered. And stamp it there. Okay, that turned out perfect. Okay, I'll grab my punch again and I'll just punch out the bow. So I'll punch that out there. Oops. And do that again there. I need to punch out one more bow actually. So I've got another bow to punch out. I forgot because I'm doing 3 gingerbread men. Okay. Let's do that one again. Go on this side now. Okay. And I'll just rip off this bit. Make it easier to punch out. Okay, and there's that one done. Okay. Now, as you could see, that button fell out again because it moved whilst I was punching. So what you can do, it's really easy to fix this, is you have to put it back in, but you have to make sure you do it in the right way, otherwise it will not work. So let's see if this is the right way. All you do basically is just push it back into the hole. So you put it on one end like this, and then the other end like that. Now, let's see. Oh, that's in the lock position, so, okay. Put it in here now. So what you do is you put this bit here, like so. So you put that little bit, make sure it goes in the hole first, and then you can like push it in there. And now it's working. See how I did it? Okay, I'm going to go with it now because I don't want to wreck it. All right, there, works perfectly fine. If that happens, you can always do it like that. Okay, we'll finish off this card, I think. Oh, yes, and we have to also stamp a sentiment, and we're stamping, wishing you a season as sweet and joyful as the friendship we share. Okay, so I'm going to do that in real red, and I've just got like an inch wide piece of white Whisper white cardstock. So I'm just going to ink up that sentiment in real red and just stamp on that. And that turned out perfect. And what we can do is I'm going to put a flagged end. So I'm just going to cut out one piece there, and then you just go down the middle like that, and then you just go from the corner up to that middle part there, and do the same again on the other side. See? So that's a nice flagged end, and I'll do the same on that side. So up like that, and then okay, and then All right, so there's your sentiment flag. What I'll do now is I'm going to add a couple of gingerbread men. One will be a man and one will be a lady. So on this one, I'm going to put a little bow there, and on this one, put that up like that. So I'll just use some fast fuse on the back of those little, oh, wrong end. Okay, so that sticks it down instantly. So that's the one there. There. And then with that one, do that too. And I'll do it on that side. Okay, so I'll just pop these down here on some dimensionals. So I'll just grab those. We're on the stretch, guys. We're on the home stretch. Sorry, this is quite an, look, it's an involved card, but the results are really well worth it. It is just too cute. So just grab a couple of dimensionals. So that's one. And I'll do the other one very quickly. Okay, and with this banner, I'm just going to put it down the bottom here. Just put a couple of dimensionals again down the bottom there. Oops. And another one here. Okay, so it looks like that. Isn't that cute? And then on the inside, we're going to put down another gingerbread man, and we'll put on the little bow first. So I'll just put some fast fuse, just a small amount there. And we're just going to stick him down with some fast fuse because it's just easier on the inside, because you don't want any bulk on the inside with dimensionals. So with that bit there, I'm just sticking him here in the middle. And there you have it, guys. Sorry it took so long, but I think this kind of a card is a really nice one for a special person, this interactive card. It is so cute. Look, close up, gorgeous. And then you just pop it open and it looks like that. Ta-da! How cute is that? And you can also put like a piece of white cardstock here, and you can write a little message to if you wish, or just leave it as is. And then there we have it, guys. Do it again because I like this part. 1, 2, 3, ta-da! Okay, and that can fit in a regular C6 size envelope. Okay, guys, thanks for your patience. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'm really sorry about the length, but there's, you know, we can only do it as fast as we can. Okay, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.